Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is Uday Pandit and you are watching MEP Technical World. In this video, we'll learn about how to do contactor wiring and how to implement holding or latching circuit on this contactor. Okay, so before I start this session, I would like to request you, please subscribe my channel and also hit the bell icon so you'll get notification regarding my upcoming videos. So let's get started. So here we are on. So before I start the wiring, we have to identify the terminals and contacts of the any contactor. Okay, suppose here I have taken 3-pole contactor, okay, which is made by Schneider Electric. And if we look into this contactor contacts and terminals, so here we have a 1, 3, 5, which is input terminal, L1, L2 and L3, where we can connect the input power supply. Okay, suppose here we have a power source, 3-phase power source. Okay, so from here we can connect the RYB main supply, okay, at the input terminal of this contactor. So this is the input terminal. Okay, and here we have a T1, T2, T3, which is 2, 4, 6. So these three are output terminal of this contactor, okay, where we can connect the output wire and it is connected to the load. Okay, so these input and output terminals are used for power wiring. Okay, so these contacts or these terminals are used for power wiring. Okay, and here we have a A1 and A2 terminals, which is contactor coil terminal, where we can connect the contactor power supply as per the contactor rating. So this supply is available in 220-volt AC or 24-volt DC or 120-volt AC. Okay, so these are the voltage range. Here we can connect it in this contactor coil terminal. And here we have another contacts which we call auxiliary contacts. Okay, so 13 and 14 number is NO contact actually. So this is the NO contact, normally open contact, and 21 and 22, which is NC contact, normally close contacts. Okay, so these are auxiliary contacts. So this contactor coil and auxiliary contacts are used in control wiring. So these contacts are used in control wiring. Okay, so now finally let's move to the wiring. So how to do wiring or connection on this contactor. So here we are on. First we start the wiring without holding circuit. Okay, then we will observe actually what happened if we are not going to use this holding circuit in the contactor. Okay, then finally we will move to the latching or holding circuit. Okay, so I have already told you, so there are two types of wiring in this contactor. One is power wiring, another is control wiring. So actually power wiring is used to transfer the main power supply towards the load. So here we have taken induction motors. So this is the 3-phase induction motor as a load. So and control wiring is used to extra low voltage system. Okay, ELV or low voltage system. So here we have a low current. Okay, because we usually used to give the power supply to the relay coil or contactor coil, or use the contacts to operate any LED lights or to give any control circuit. Okay, so this is used for controlling purpose. Okay, now let's start from power wiring. Okay, so here we have a RYB. So here we have a 3-phase power supply source. Okay, R, let's connect it to the input terminal of this contactor, and Y phase over here and B phase over here. Okay, so we have connected, or we have given input power supply towards this contactor. So we have connected three-phase wire at input terminal of this contactor, and finally from the output terminal of this contactor, let's take a wire and let's give the three-phase power supply to this induction motor. So here I have connected, okay, from this output terminal. So this is the power wiring actually. So this power wiring transfer the main power supply to this load, okay, through this contactor. Now let's move to the control wiring. So for that I've taken here 220 volt AC supply. So this is the 220 volt AC supply operated coil. Okay, contacted coil is operated through this 220 volt AC supply. So here we have a L terminal, here we have a N, which is neutral. Okay, now to start and stop the motor, we have taken red, which is NC push button for stop the motor, and NO push button, which is in green, used to start the motor. Okay, so this one is for start the motor and this one is for stop the motor. Okay, so here we have taken two push button. Now let's start the wiring. So from here let's take a wire, red wire, and connect it to the input terminal of this NC push button, and from the output terminal of this NC push button it is connected to the input terminal of this NO push button, and from the output terminal of this NO push button it is directly connected to the A1 terminal of this contactor. Okay, so here we have given phase or live supply into this A1 coil supply terminal of this contactor. Now this coil supply terminal also need neutral to get energized. So for that let's take a black wire and finally directly connected to the A2 terminal of this contactor terminal. Here we have completed control wiring also. Okay, now let's discuss how does this circuit work. Okay, suppose we want to start this motor. Okay, so let's press this push button to start this motor. Okay, so here we have pressed this push button with the help of this finger, okay, to start this motor. So actually in this condition what happened, as you know that live supply or phase supply is flowing like this, okay, because it is NC, normally closed push button. That's why it allows the power from input terminal to output terminal. That's why this power is stuck over here. When we push this NO push button, now it becomes NC. That's why it allows the power from input terminal to output terminal. Now this power will flow and finally reach to this A1 terminal. Hence in this way this contactor coil get power supply. Hence this contactor coil get energized and this contactor get on. Means now at this condition, at the output terminal of this contactor, power is available and it is given to this motor. Hence this motor is running at this condition. However, we are still pressing it. We have not removed finger yet from this NO push button. That's why it is still running. Okay, so here we have still pressing. Okay, that's why our motor is still running. Now when we remove this finger, what happened? Let's see that. So here we have again removed this finger. So as you know that this power is flowing like this. Okay, so in this way it is flowing like this. When we remove finger from this NO push button, actually this push button again become a NO, means it breaks the circuit. That's why this contactor coil A1 terminal will not get a power supply again, because we have removed finger from this NO push button. So in this condition what happened, again this motor will be off. Okay, but actually what we need, as you know that we have used this push button to start the motor, okay, and this NC push button used to stop the motor. So actually what we need, once we press this push button, okay, with the help of finger, this motor should be permanently on, okay, or this contactor should be permanent get energized or hold. So with this circuit we are not able to achieve this one condition, okay. That's why we need holding or latching circuit to get permanent hold this contactor or to permanent on this motor, okay. That's why we need this holding circuit. So let's implement the holding circuit in this control wiring, okay. So in previous our control wiring is up to here, okay. So here we have not yet implemented this holding circuit, okay. So now let's implement the holding circuit. So for that let's use red wire, okay, and either we can connect this wire from this output terminal or from this NO push button NC terminal, okay. It's up to you, okay. So here I have taken red wire and it is connected to NO terminal of this contactor, and from this NO terminal, which is 13 number, so from this it is connected to the A1 terminal of this contactor coil, okay. So here we have completed holding or latching circuit. Now let's move to working, actually how this circuit works, okay. So here again we want to start this motor, okay. To start this motor let's press this start button, which is NO push button, okay. So here we have pressed, okay. So we have pressed this NO push button. So at this condition what happened, power will flow like this, okay. So in this direction also this contactor coil get power supplied, and here this power is also available at this 14 number, okay. So when we press it, this contactor coil get energized, and at the same time what happened, this NO contact become a NC, okay, at the same time, okay. That's why this power is also will reach to A1 terminal of this contactor. So in this condition what happened, this contactor is on and our motor is still running, okay. So when we remove this finger, once we pressed, so at this condition still this motor will be running because of this holding circuit or latching circuit. This contactor get permanent hold, that's why it delivers the power from input terminal to output terminal. That's why this motor is running even we remove the finger from this NO push button. So actually how this contactor coil get power even we release this finger, so in this way this power will flow. So NO terminal, once we press this NO terminal also become a NC, as you know that at the same time this power will also flow and reach to this A1 terminal. So when we remove this finger, at that condition this contactor coil is getting power through this holding circuit, okay, in this way. That's why it get permanent hold, okay. So our motor is still running, okay. Suppose we want to stop this motor, then we have to press this NC push button. So for that let's press it, NC push button. As you know that previous the power is flowing like this, that's why this motor is running. When we press this, actually what happened, this NC push button become a NO, hence it breaks this circuit. So this breaks this circuits. Finally this contactor coil will not get a power supply, hence this get de-energized and contactor get off. Hence in this condition finally our motor will be stopped because at output terminal of this contactor we don't have a power, okay, available. So in this video we have discussed about contactor connection and how to implement holding or latching circuit on it, okay. So this concept actually help you to understand the DOL circuits or DOL starter power and control wiring or star delta power and control wiring. So this will help out in this starter circuit, okay. So hope you guys understand about this topic. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share, comments and subscribe, and also hit the bell icon so you'll get notification regarding my upcoming videos. So thank you very much. See you again in next video.